All right, all right, all right. Joey Ramone said, hey ho, let's go. And that's what we're going to do. Welcome to another episode of Legends and Losers Unlocked, where we take a topic, a business idea, something going on in the world, and we try to unlock it, unpack it, and, jam on it a little bit. So with the beginning of the new year, welcome to 2018. And I wanted to share with you something I've been thinking about, especially as we enter the new year. A lot of us are locking and loading on our 2018 plans, budgets, goals, objectives. You're thinking about the products that you want to launch, the companies that you want to start, where you want to go in your career, the big, hairy, audacious goals you have for yourself, your family, your friends, your company, your career, etc. Now, as you're thinking about those things and kind of locking them down for the year, this is what I've been thinking about. Legendary people and legendary companies often win by being different. And the way they're different versus better, the way they get to different is they do things that are very smart, but things that are very unpredictable. So I want to encourage you to start to think about how could I be unpredictable in my life and in my business in a way that would be a massive breakthrough for me. And I'll give you two examples of the kind of unpredictable I'm talking about. I think pretty much my two favorite unpredictable examples from 2017. The first is Amazon.com, and the second is the fighter, Conor McGregor. So with Amazon, of course, the big unpredictable thing they did last year was they bought Whole Foods for almost $14 billion. And virtually nobody saw this coming. And as a result, they redrew the landscape in e-commerce and in grocery, but they did a lot of other things that were interesting. They now have a deep relationship with a customer set, that is to say Whole Foods customers who are hoity-toity or super ding-dong, ding-dong meaning high-end. And so they get that. They get an incredible distribution capability to those high-end stores in those high-end neighborhoods with those super ding-dong customers who are willing to spend $80 to $100 to buy a bag of groceries. And so they get to do a whole lot of things to reimagine, if you will, not just groceries, but how a commerce company can build relationships and hybrid relationships, digital, physical relationships. And so if you're a Whole Foods competitor or you're an Amazon competitor, you've been shitting ever since this happened, and you're afraid and you're looking at a response, all because Amazon did the unpredictable thing. If they had hired some traditional management consultants to come in and give them ideas for quote unquote breakthrough strategies in their business, I'd be hard pressed to find a traditional thinker in business that would have come up with that idea, because it was completely unpredictable in a super smart way. The second example is Conor McGregor. I think he's the most entertaining and engaging fighter in the UFC and fighter in the world, frankly. And if you're not a fight fan, it's still a powerful example of how an individual in their career can really break out. So this young man, he's not even 30, breaks into the Ultimate Fighting Championship, does incredibly well, ultimately ends up winning not one, but two championship belts. Now, after he won the second one, towards the end of 2016, heading into 2017, the predictable thing would have been to continue to fight in the UFC, to defend his belts. And, that would have been a great thing to do and try to become a long-standing champion in the UFC. And that's what virtually every champion in virtually every sport tries to do. That's not what Conor did. Conor was completely unpredictable. He looked for what was the fight, what was the thing that he could do that would raise his profile, that would earn him the most money, and in my opinion, most importantly, position him in the history of combat sports in a way that no one else had ever really achieved. And so what he did was, for almost 2 years, he was taunting Floyd Mayweather. Many people consider Floyd to be the best fighter of the modern era. Some people think he's the best boxer of all time. Regardless of what you think, Floyd Money Mayweather, highest profile fighter today, and clearly, quote unquote, the biggest money fight out there. So the two of them fought last year, and Conor made somewhere between 75 and 100 million, depending on the PR you want to believe. And interestingly enough, Conor lost. He lost the fight against Money Mayweather. But in the process, he made $75 to $100 million. And most importantly, The respect he has, the new fans that he has, he's created a whole new category of crossover athlete, walking in the steps of a female fighter named Holly Holm, who went from boxing to mixed martial arts, also an extraordinary achievement. But my point is, Conor did something unpredictable. He didn't just defend his belt, he fought in a different sport, and he did it in a way that put himself in a unique place in history. And in spite of the fact that he lost, his value, his category, his brand is worth more now than it ever was before. And so I've been thinking about this a lot. What could I do in 2018 that would be unpredictable, that could 10x the kind of results that I want in my life? And so as you're locking and loading on your 2018 personal and business and professional goals, I would ask you, how can you be unpredictable the way Jeff Bezos and Amazon were in 2017 and the way Conor was? And so with that, I wish you a legendary 2018, and apologies to Bill McDermott, CEO of SAP. Sorry, Bill, we just ran out of time for you.